Friends, welcome to Sonia Goes Natural. How about making veg jalfrezi, veg kolhapuri, murg malai tikka, or butter chicken, paneer butter masala, veg kolhapuri at the touch of a button? With these three gravies, white gravy, yellow gravy, and makhani gravy, you can create the magic at so instantly that you yourself would be surprised about it. So let's get started with these three gravies: white gravy, makhani gravy, and yellow gravy. Starting with the white gravy, the gravy of malai paneer or the Afghani chicken, keeping it very basic, putting 1.5 tablespoon of oil and putting in one bay leaf, little whole red chili and small cardamom, nothing more. And now putting white onions. Be very particular when you are using white gravy. Use white onions specifically for the white gravy, and you just have to not cook them much so that it doesn't change the color. It should be translucent. Putting it 2 cloves of garlic into it, and that's it. Now you can see it is translucent. I'm putting little bit of white peppercorns, not black ones, so that the color doesn't change, and putting in the paste of cashew nuts. So this is about 8 to 10 cashew nuts. You can put more paste if you want the gravy to be more richer in texture. So this paste solved my purpose. The reason for me using a cashew paste on the lower side is because I'm going to use one more paste as we proceed. I'm going to tell you in this white gravy the other paste will be the paste of curd and a little bit of cream, which I'll be using as we progress. So now you can see it is being cooked for about 4 to 5 minutes, and I'm just the thick gravy is being diluted a bit with a little bit of water, so that when you're grinding it you don't face any problem and the texture doesn't get much. So this is the paste of curd and the cream which I'm telling you. So after this cooks and we are about to close the gas stove, is I'm putting this paste so that it doesn't leave much oil and it doesn't need much cooking as well. So this paste of curd and cream, so this is 1 teaspoon each of curd and cream which I have used in this. So the calorie count accordingly has been taken care of, so you don't need to worry much when you're eating your malai paneer or Afghani chicken. A little bit of garam masala if you want to, this is totally optional, and a little bit of salt as per taste, and this gravy is ready. And now I'm sieving the gravy, to get the fine texture for the gravy. I have kept this karai ready, and now this gravy is completely ready to be served for the dishes of your choice. So I'm going to make Afghani chicken with that. So presenting to you this white gravy. Enjoy. How about going to the land of the makhani gravies, where you have butter chicken, paneer butter masala? Yum yum. So let's get ready with the makhani gravy now. Putting again 1.5 to 2 tablespoon of oil into this, and let the oil get, and putting 2 bay leaves into it. As the oil gets hot a bit, I'm going to put the other ingredients, and putting 1 whole red chili into it, some garlic into it, and ginger into it. So in the white gravy I didn't use the ginger, I used only garlic. Now putting red onions into this. So red onion gives a better texture to the gravy, as people say. So red onions in this makhani gravy adds the color, not cooking it much, not making it a fine texture. And now is my time to add the tomatoes. These are about 3 to 4 of tomatoes. 2 whole onions I have used. Now this gravy has been cooked, so now will be the time for me to add other condiments into it. And I'm taking off the whole masalas, the bay leaves and everything, because I need to make it a bit cold, and then I'm going to make a fine paste out of it. So here I'm adding the masalas, the garam masala and the red Kashmiri red chili powder and salt as per taste. So with all these masalas added, I'm just waiting it to cook a little bit, and now I'm adding this paste of about 8 to 10 cashew nuts, and again for the grinding purpose I'm going to add a little bit water, and the last I have added the cream. So cream is about 2 tablespoons of the cream which I have added to the makhani gravy. Adding kasuri methi into this because kasuri methi makes the makhani gravy really very wonderful. So do add this. Now this I have sieved this, I have crushed it, and this is the sugar I'm going to add it. So what I have done is I have totally sieved that paste to become fine. Now how can a makhani gravy be complete without a makhan? So for that I have added butter to this dish to get the gravy to a totally different level. So I add butter at last because I wanted that taste to linger on. Presenting to you this wonderful makhani gravy. Enjoy. And now is the yellow gravy with which you make veg kolhapuri and you make veg jalfrezi. For the yellow gravy I have heated the oil, putting in the bay leaves. So the bay leaves has been added, 2 of the bay leaves I have added, and a little bit of cardamom. I have kept very simple, putting red onions into this. You can see I have slitted the onions long so that it gets browned very easily. So this is the simple thing which I am using for this. Browning of the onion is very necessary. Putting the garlic and ginger into it and waiting for it to get browned properly. So a little bit of salt, makes it. In this gravy the onions has to be really brown. As you can see, this onions has been browned to a great extent. So we want the browning of the onions in this particular gravy, so that it gets properly cooked. We have to wait for a longer time. So a lot of patience is required when we are making the yellow gravy, and you have to wait for the browning. So after that is brown, can we add the tomatoes, as you can see. And now is a time for me to add a lot of turmeric for that yellow color effect. So now this is getting properly made, and again the paste of about 8 to 10 cashew nuts added to this brings a totally different flavors. Little bit of water for it to get grinded properly. So now you can see that this gravy has been cooked properly. So now after the cooking procedure gets completed, I am adding a little bit of cream to it. You can add yogurt also, it's as per your choice, or a mix of yogurt and cream could be good. Presenting to you this lovely yellow gravy. Enjoy. So now these lovely gravies are ready, and now I can be a chef at the drop of the hat. Wow.